Check this out. I can't believe they have the original pressing. Are you serious? That's incredible.
Hey, 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 welcome back to The All Speak, the podcast where we help you speak English like you actually live in it, not just like you studied it in a textbook.
That's right. I'm Gabby.
And I'm Eden, and today we have a really fun episode lined up for you.
So fun. Like genuinely one of my favorite topics.
We are diving deep, and I mean deep, into Gen Z slang. The words, the phrases, the vibes, everything you need to understand what young people are actually saying in real life, on social media, in movies, in the streets.
Because honestly, if you've ever watched a video online and someone said something like, "No cap, that's bussin', it's giving main character energy," and you just sat there like, "What language is this?" then this episode is literally made for you.
Exactly. And look, even if you are a native English speaker, Gen Z slang moves so fast that it can be hard to keep up. So we're here to break it all down, what each word means, where it came from, and most importantly, how to actually use it in a real sentence.
Yes, because knowing a word is one thing. Using it naturally in conversation, that's a whole other level. And that's what we're all about here at the All Speak.
All right, so let's get into it. We're going to cover 8 slang terms today, and we're starting with probably the most iconic Gen Z phrase of all time. Gabby, do you want to do the honors?
Cap. C-A-P. Cap. Now, obviously, when most people hear cap, they think of a hat, right? Like a baseball cap. But in Gen Z slang, cap means a lie or to lie. If someone is capping, they are lying or exaggerating. They are not telling the truth. So if your friend tells you, "Oh yeah, I totally ran 10 kilometers this morning," and you don't believe them at all, you can say, "Stop capping," or just, "That's cap," meaning that's a lie. I don't believe you.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting about this word? The origin is actually debated. Some linguists trace cap, meaning to lie, back to African American Vernacular English, or AAVE, from as early as the early 1900s. So this is not a new concept. It's a very old word that Gen Z kind of revived and popularized online.
That's such a good point. A lot of Gen Z slang actually has deep roots in Black American culture and language, and it's really important to acknowledge that, you know?
Absolutely, 100%. Okay, so now the flip side of cap, and this one is probably used even more than cap, it's no cap. No cap means no lie. Seriously, I'm being completely honest. It's the opposite.
Right, so you can use no cap at the end or the beginning of a sentence to emphasize that you are being totally serious and truthful.
Exactly. So for example, you could say, "That movie was the best thing I've ever seen, no cap." Or, "No cap, I stayed up until 4 in the morning studying and I still failed the test." Like, I'm not joking, this really happened.
Huh. Okay, that last one felt personal, Eden.
No comment. No comment on that. Moving on.
Okay. So listeners, let's recap before we move on. Cap equals lie. No cap equals no lie. I'm being serious. Practice it in your head. This podcast is amazing. No cap. See? Easy.
I love that example. Okay, word number 2, and this one gained massive popularity thanks to one very specific video game. Gabby, tell them.
Yes. Word number 2 is sus. S-U-S. Sus. And this word actually comes from the game Among Us, which was huge, like absolutely viral, especially during the pandemic years. In the game, players try to figure out who the imposter is, who's secretly trying to sabotage the team. So when someone was acting weird or suspicious, you'd say they were sus, short for suspicious. But now people use it in everyday life. Like, if someone is being shady, acting weird, or doing something that doesn't quite add up, you call them sus. For example, why is he being so quiet today? That's kind of sus. Or, she said she was at home, but her story location said she was at the mall. Very sus.
Oh, the location slip. Classic. Yeah, sus can also just describe anything that feels off or questionable. Like, that deal sounds sus to me. I don't think it's legit. It's a really versatile word. You can use it for people, situations, plans, anything that gives you that uneasy, something is not right here feeling.
Exactly. And what I love about sus is it sounds really natural in casual English. Even people who don't know Gen Z slang have kind of started using it just because it's so short and punchy. It just works.
It really does. All right, let's keep moving. Word number 3, and this one is short, simple, and honestly one of the most satisfying words to say. It's bet. B-E-T. Just bet. So bet in Gen Z slang is used as a response that means okay, agreed, understood, or cool, let's do it. It's like an enthusiastic yes, or all right, sounds good. So imagine someone says to you, hey, let's meet at the coffee shop at noon, and you want to say yes, you're down for it, you agree. Instead of saying okay or sounds good, a Gen Z person would just say bet, full stop. That's the whole response.
Ha! I love how minimal it is. It's like the most efficient agreement ever. You could also say, bet, I'll be there. Or, oh, you want to race? Bet. In that case, it kind of means challenge accepted. So it has a little range to it depending on context.
Yes, great point. The challenge accepted meaning is definitely another flavor of it. Like if someone goes, I bet you can't eat that whole pizza by yourself, and you go, bet, you are saying, watch me, I'm doing it. It's this confident, cool acceptance of something.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Bet is also one of those words that is crossed over into mainstream English now. Like, you'll hear it from people of all ages in casual conversation. It really made it out of the Gen Z bubble and into the wider culture.
Totally. Okay, so to summarize, bet is an agreement, a confirmation, an okay, cool, or a challenge accepted. Short, punchy, versatile. Love it. All right, word number 4. Gabby, this is your favorite, right?
Oh, yes. Word number 4 is vibe. V-I-B-E. Vibe. And okay, vibe is actually a word that predates Gen Z by a lot. It comes from vibration and was used in 1960s and 70s culture too, but Gen Z has really taken ownership of it and expanded how it's used. So, a vibe refers to the atmosphere, feeling, or energy of something or someone. Like if you walk into a restaurant and the lighting is perfect, the music is great, everyone seems relaxed, you'd say, I love the vibe in here. It's that intangible feeling that a place or situation gives off. You can also use it as a verb. We were just vibing means you were relaxing, hanging out, enjoying the moment without any stress or pressure. Like, what did you do this weekend? Nothing much, just vibing at home. Pure chill, pure relaxation.
And you can also use it to describe someone's personality or energy. Like, she has such a good vibe. Every time I'm around her, I feel calm and happy. Or in the negative sense, I don't know, he just has a weird vibe. Something feels off, which, by the way, also connects back to our sus from earlier.
Oh, totally. Sus vibe, that's a combo right there. Another one is vibes only. Like good vibes only is this popular phrase that means I only want positive energy around me. You see it on posters, on social media captions, everywhere.
Yes. Okay, Vibe is such a rich word. We could do a whole episode on just vibe, honestly. But let's keep it moving. Word number 5, and this one is powerful. It's one of the most positive, celebratory words in Gen Z vocabulary. Gabby?
Slay. S-L-A-Y. Slay. Now, traditionally, slay means to kill something, like a dragon, right? But in modern slang, to slay means to absolutely crush it, to do something incredibly well, to look amazing, to perform flawlessly. It's a huge compliment. So, if your friend shows up to a party looking absolutely incredible, you'd say, "You're slaying," or just "slay" as an exclamation. It also works for achievements. If someone gives a brilliant presentation at work or school, you could say, "She slayed that presentation." Like, she killed it. She was phenomenal.
And interestingly, slay also has deep roots in LGBTQ plus culture and ballroom culture, specifically from Black and Latino drag communities going back to at least the 1980s. So again, we see that so much of the most vibrant, expressive English language has come from marginalized communities who are just being creative and fabulous.
Yes, exactly. And it went from those underground communities into pop culture through music, reality TV, social media, and now everybody uses it. Like, my mom used slay the other day, and I had to take a moment.
Your mum. That is peak mainstream. When the mums start using it, you know it's reached everywhere. Okay, so slay, use it to hype someone up, to compliment their look, their performance, their confidence. It's one of the most feel-good words in the Gen Z vocabulary.
Absolutely. Okay, word number 6. And this one is really interesting because it actually comes in 2 forms that are kind of opposites. Eden, tell them.
Yes, so word number 6 is a 2-for-1, low-key and high-key. Lowkey, low-key, and highkey, high-key. These 2 words are adverbs. They modify how strongly you feel about something. So low-key means kind of, sort of, secretly, or a little bit. Usually used when you want to express something, but in a subtle or understated way. Like, you don't want to make a big deal of it, or maybe you're a tiny bit embarrassed to admit it. For example, I low-key love that cheesy pop song. Like, I know it's not cool, but I can't help it. You're admitting something without going all in.
Or like, I'm low-key tired today. It's not extreme, it's just a little bit tired. It softens the statement. And it also adds this sense of honesty, like you're being real with someone.
Exactly. And then high key is the opposite. It means very, really, openly, or a lot. You're not hiding it at all. You are fully and loudly expressing your feelings. Like, I am high key obsessed with this show, meaning I am not even trying to hide how much I love it. I am completely and publicly obsessed.
Yes, or I high-key want pizza right now, like full-on craving, no shame, everyone knows. It's this open, unfiltered expression. You can even use them together in contrast. I was low-key nervous before the interview, but high-key proud of myself after.
Oh, I love that example. That is such a natural way to use both in one sentence. So for our listeners, think of low-key as a little bit, secretly, and high-key as very much, openly. They are great words for expressing your feelings with nuance.
Totally. Okay, we are moving into the final stretch now. Word number 7, and this one is relatively newer but has spread like wildfire. Eden, take it away.
Okay, word number 7 is riz. R-I-Z-Z, riz. Now, this word became absolutely huge, especially in 2023. It even made it into the Oxford Dictionary. Riz refers to someone's natural ability to attract others, particularly their charm, charisma, and confidence. It's that magnetic quality some people just seem to have. So, if someone is very smooth, charming, and able to talk to anyone and win them over effortlessly, they have riz. You might say, he walked into the room and started talking to everyone. He has so much riz. Or, she has unspoken riz, which is an even more specific term meaning they attract people just through their presence and looks, without even saying anything.
Oh, unspoken riz is like a whole extra level. That's when someone walks into a room and everyone just turns. Pure magnetism. And you can also say someone rizzed you up, meaning they charmed you. He rizzed me up with his cooking, no cap. Which, by the way, brings us back to no cap from earlier.
Huh, full circle. And the origin of riz, it's believed to come from the word charisma, with riz being a shortening of the second half, charisma. Riz. Isn't that cool? Like etymology in real time.
That is so cool. Language really is alive, isn't it? It's constantly evolving, being created, being reshaped. And that's exactly why we made this podcast, because understanding how language moves and changes helps you become a truly fluent and connected speaker.
Beautifully said, Gabby. Okay, our eighth and final word, and honestly, this phrase is so fun and expressive, it deserves a moment of appreciation. The phrase is, it's giving. As in, it's giving something, a certain feeling, a certain energy.
Yes, it's giving. So this phrase is used to describe the overall vibe or impression something makes. You say, it's giving, followed by what it reminds you of, what energy it has. Like if someone wears an outfit that looks very old Hollywood glamorous, you'd say, it's giving classic Hollywood. Or if someone's house is super cozy and warm, you could say, it's giving cottage in the woods. You can also use just it's giving by itself as a compliment, without specifying what it gives, just meaning this has the energy, this is the look, this is the moment. Like someone steps out in a perfect outfit and you just go, it's giving. Period. Chef's kiss.
And again, this phrase has strong roots in ballroom culture and drag culture. It's related to the idea of serving looks or giving face, performance and fashion language from those communities. And it has fully crossed over into mainstream use now. You hear it everywhere.
Even journalists use it in articles now, like, the new cafe downtown is giving cozy bookshop. It really has permeated all kinds of writing and speech.
Okay, so we have covered 8 incredible Gen Z slang words today, and I think it's time for a big recap before we say goodbye. Gabby, you want to run through them quickly?
Absolutely. All right, listeners, here's your quick reference guide. First, cap, a lie or to lie. Stop capping. Second, no cap. No lie, I'm being serious. This is the best podcast ever, no cap. Third, sus. Suspicious, shady, something feels off. That email looks sus, don't click it. Fourth, bet. Okay, agreed, sounds good, or challenge accepted. Meet me at 6, bet.
Vibe, the feeling, energy, or atmosphere of something. Also used as a verb, just vibing. Sixth, slay, to do something brilliantly, to look amazing, to crush it. You slayed that presentation. Seventh, low-key and high-key. Low-key means a little bit or secretly. High-key means very much or openly. I'm low-key nervous but high-key excited. And eighth, riz. Charm, charisma, the natural ability to attract people. She has so much riz. And of course, it's giving. This has a certain energy. This reminds me of something. It's giving summer vacation.
Amazing! That is a perfect recap, Gabby. Seriously, slay. You slayed that recap.
Ha! Thank you! It's giving knowledgeable podcast host energy.
It really is. Okay, so listeners, here's my challenge for you this week. Pick 3 of these words and try to use them naturally in a conversation, in a text message, or even just in your head when you're thinking in English. Because that's how language actually gets absorbed. You have to use it, not just study it.
Yes, and if you're ever unsure whether you're using a word correctly, context is everything. Listen to how native speakers use it in videos, in shows, in music. Absorb the context first and then try it yourself. That's the most natural way to learn.
Perfectly said. And remember, language is about connection. Slang especially is about belonging, about culture, about feeling like you get it. And now, you get it, no cap.
No cap. Ha! Okay, before we go, we have a very important message for all of our listeners out there.
Very important. If you enjoyed this episode, and honestly, if you learned something new today, please, please, please give us a like and subscribe to the All Speak. Whether you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. It means the world to us, and it genuinely helps the show grow.
Yes, and leave us a comment or a review telling us which slang word was your favorite from today's episode. I am personally team It's Giving, but I want to know what you think. And if there are topics you want us to cover, different accents, idioms, grammar tips, more slang, let us know. We make this show for you.
We really do, and we are so grateful for every single one of you who listens, shares, and comes back episode after episode. You are literally the reason we do this. No cap. No cap at all.
Oh, okay, I'm getting emotional. I'm Gabby.
And I'm Eden, and this has been the All Speak. We'll see you in the next one. Keep learning, keep speaking, and keep slaying.
Bye, everyone.